That's what we just did. Melbourne.
I'm Rina Naik. I'm an artist, an interior designer, and an educator. Today I want to talk a little bit about my inspiration, things that I absolutely love, and what informed my body of work that was just shown at Imago Gallery called Chromatics Deconstructed Landscapes. As an artist, I like to call myself as a landscape artist. Of course, I do other stuff, but landscapes are my love, especially the New England landscapes. The colors, the textures, the light. It just is enthralling. Most of my landscapes were abstracted landscapes. As I like to say, I like to walk on the edge. Sometimes I dip more towards the realism, and sometimes I dip more towards abstraction. So that was kind of my, a little bit of the background of what I had been doing. But this last year, when I was looking to start a whole new body of work, I looked at my work and I pulled up together. It was like a basket of things that I love. So I looked at my oil paintings and I said, what I truly love are the colors and the textures. I just love mixing colors, and getting that just the perfect shade of that magenta in the sky, or the teal that you see, or the forsythia yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. As Bernard said, no, you can never have too much of yellow. And I totally am with him on that one. So I looked at my paintings and I pulled out I said, if I pull out just textures and colors, what can I do with them? This is where I would say that my background in design also had a huge role to play, because we often do deconstructions in design. We look at things that have existed before and we really pull it apart and then we reassemble it together. So that's kind of what I was doing, even though it's easier to reflect on it. It wasn't as clear as when I was going through it. While I was going through it, it was many months of panic, of not really knowing, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going there, And when your creative brain is kind of going like, you go and read a good book. At least that's what I do. And I went right back to my love of poetry. And Mary Oliver is one of my really favorite poets. I find her words to be simple enough to invite you in, that anybody can pick up any poem and read and find a meaning of life in there. And a lot of her work is rooted in nature. She's always resonated with me. So this whole new body of work became this culmination of things that I loved, which was color and texture and deconstruction and reconstruction. And in there was thrown in my love for making 3D again. This new body of work brought together all that I am, all that I love, and it's been very satisfying. But the process was one of discovery and challenges and unsurety. But I truly do believe that that's where creativity lives, and that's when you are most alive, when you are not sure of what is coming next. It's just discovery. So when we take a closer look at these pieces, what you will really notice is the color changing effect that is actually happening because of the materiality and where you are in relationship to it. So if we take a look at this piece here, this looks green, but in actuality, if you look at the reflection, it is actually a really yellow piece. The reason it looks green here is because you're looking through this really kind of blue acrylic panel. The same thing in here. If you look at this block, this kind of looks like this very kind of pinky mauvey, light pinky mauvey. But if you look at the reflection and the real color, it is actually kind of this orange creamsicle color. Now this is color theory, color in action, color at play, right? it was connecting me back to my painting, because that's why I love painting the abstract way, because I feel like my presence in there, I bring meaning to it. I take in through my senses. I'm very experiential in the way I live my life. And I wish I could have shared that with everyone in my studio when I was making them, because I would be like, but did you see? But did you see that? Oh my gosh, the color totally changed. And that is something that I really wanted to share with everyone. That even though we understand things intellectually, it's really important, we get it. But then seeing it is still a thrill of a different kind, you know. It just makes you more alive to what you see in nature. Also, the use of mirrors connected me to what I've always wanted to do with my landscapes, is that my presence in the landscape informs the landscape, and the landscape then informs me. The use of the mirrors did the same thing, because you're not only reflected, because if you take a closer look, you will find that there are some hidden mirrors that actually capture your reflection. So you can see yourself being fully reflected in the backdrop, but also these little slivers of life almost of you being reflected. Those ideas and things that actually excite me are all combined in here. I'm sure there is lots more to discover on that end.